from a young age, men, we are socially conditioned to equate our worth, our identity and our masculinity with sexual access and conquest. Huh? Now, this programming has encouraged a performance-driven mindset, where sex has become less about connection and more about validation, more about control and even ego fulfillment. Now, as a result, we have unknowingly used sexual experiences to avoid confronting deeper emotional and spiritual voids. Huh? When sex is pursued without consciousness or even intention, it becomes a way to escape internal discomfort. Now, men often chase sexual experiences not for connection. I mean, let's just face the truth. It's always to seek validation, to numb emotional pain, or even maintain a sense of control. Now, over time, this has led to compulsive behavior, where now we are craving physical intimacy while remaining disconnected emotionally and even spiritually. This has weakened us. It has weakened our ability to discern, to choose wisely, or even experience genuine intimacy. This conditioning has caused men to project fantasies onto women. Now we are valuing women based on how well they fit into our desired image, rather than who they truly are. Now we mistake sexual chemistry for compatibility. We believe we are leading, but in reality, we are reacting to our urges. This has resulted in a shallow foundation for relationship, built on unmet needs and even illusions rather than alignment and intention. When a woman believes she's been chosen for her soul, not just her body, because that's what we make them believe, she begins to open emotionally and spiritually. But when she senses the man was driven by lust and not presence, imbalance arises. She might withdraw or even become more dominant in that relationship. Aren't we seeing that? Because they're sensing that we are not emotionally anchored. You know. And then now the man will feel overwhelmed. They'll feel confused and even disconnected. Not because she changed, but because he never truly showed up. Many men blame the women for the disconnect, labeling her, either we label the women as too emotional or they are too much. But in reality, the issue lies in the man's inability to regulate their energy. You know, their ability to understand their emotional needs or even act with intention. Unchecked lust is hunger without wisdom. It depletes rather than nourishes. True strength lies not in sexual conquest, but in sexual discipline and clarity of purpose. When you approach sex with intention, sex becomes a sacred exchange, an opportunity to share energy, ground in the moment and deepen connection. It shifts from being a temporary release to a source of emotional, spiritual, and even creative alignment. A man anchored in purpose, they choose their sexual experiences consciously, not for ego, but for alignment. They value energy, not just bodies. Huh? A man who hasn't mastered their sexual energy cannot truly lead. Either in life or in love, they will not lead. Lust masquerading as love leads to emotional confusion, to shallow relationships, and even unfulfilled potentials. But now, when a man reclaims their energy, respects their body, and aligns their intentions, they become magnetic. Not because they are chasing women, but because they are fully anchored in themselves. This journey isn't about avoiding sex. It's about evolving through it. Conscious sexual energy is not the absence of desire. It's the mastery of it. My people, heal. Heal.